Good morning. My name is Valencia Turner, and I am the Director of Public Information Office at Franklin County Children's Services. Welcome to the annual Child Abuse Prevention virtual event hosted by Franklin County Children's Services and the Citizens Advisory Committee. Thank you, Columbus Children's Choir, for that wonderful musical selection, I Dream a World. Our theme for today's event is It's a Family Affair. We dream a world where children are safe and families have the support they need to be successful. Franklin County Children's Services strives to make that dream a reality with the help of the community. It is a family affair with all of us working together. Today, you'll learn about youth and families who have achieved great things with the help of our Franklin County family. You'll also meet agency staff and community partners who've exceeded expectations to give those in need a helping hand toward reaching their goals. We thank you for being here and hope you enjoy our program. Now, I'd like to introduce you to Julie McConnell, Board Member and President of our Citizens Advisory Committee.
Hello, I'm Julie McConnell, and I am the Citizens Advisory Committee Chair and a Franklin County Children's Services Board Member. And today, as we celebrate successes and achievements of youth, family, and community, we invite you to join us in creating safe, stable homes for our children. Throughout the event today, you will hear about various achievements, support, guidance, and successes accomplished at Franklin County Children's Services. Treating people fairly and equally are ongoing practices that we use while protecting children and strengthening families in our efforts to prevent abuse and neglect. If you would like to learn more about our mission, there is a link provided in the chat for agency literature, including our new annual report to the community and 2022 community resource guides. Today, you will also learn about the teamwork and partnerships of FCCS that have led to successful outcomes for our children and families. Building community support is vital to the success of Franklin County Children's Services, and we appreciate your continued efforts in the fight against child abuse and neglect. This year, we are very happy to have a wonderful media partner with WBNS 10 TV. I'm very pleased to introduce Miss Yolanda Harris, evening news anchor at Channel 10, who will serve as our MC. Ms. Harris is an award-winning journalist from Columbus who has more than 23 years of broadcasting experience in Central Ohio at WSYX-TV and WBNS. Harris graduated from Gahanna Lincoln High School, and she holds a Bachelor of Science degree in broadcast journalism from nearby Bowling Green State University. She is a member of Sigma Gamma Rho sorority and has been frequently featured in Who's Who in Black Columbus and Columbus Monthly as Best Female Anchor. We are so pleased she's joining us this morning. Please welcome Miss Yolanda Harris.
Thank you, Julie, and it is my pleasure to join Franklin County Children's Services and the Citizens Advisory Committee this morning as we celebrate youth, family, and community achievements that have taken place right here in Franklin County. It is an opportunity to learn about collaboration and determination, commitment and dedication, along with the hope for a brighter future. As we gather this morning virtually, I challenge each and every one of you to make child welfare a family affair, to make a difference in the life of a child. Now, I would like to recognize any elected officials who have joined us today. Please type your name and position in the chat so you can be recognized. Thank you to those officials for joining us this morning and for all you do to make our communities great. Now it is my pleasure to introduce to you the Executive Director of Franklin County Children's Services, Chip Spinning.
Good morning. Welcome to our annual Child Abuse Prevention Virtual Breakfast. Carol Quigley said, "A community consists of intimate relationships among diversified types of individuals, a kinship group, a local group, a neighborhood, a village, and a large family." Today, we're here to celebrate Franklin County Children's Services family made up of staff, volunteers, community partners, and youth and families that they serve. We invite you to join us in this family affair, in which we'll share stories of youth and families who have overcome obstacles, and partners who have made the difference, and staff who have exceeded expectations to serve others. I like this theme. It's a family affair because it recognizes that we all must work together to maintain a community in which families have the resources that they need to be strong, and youth live in healthy environments where they're empowered to achieve promising futures. I'm happy to take this time to celebrate the work that we've done as our agency. Our caseworkers and support staff strive every day to value every child and honor families while meeting the increased demand for our services, especially during this pandemic. They work continuously to support parents and assist them in meeting their responsibilities to their children. Our community partners and volunteers provide services and unique opportunities to enrich our youth and families and ease their journey towards success. Our youth and families work hard to overcome the difficult circumstances to build a solid foundation. But our achievements as an agency are not an accident. They're because you stood up as a community and said, "We can do better, we can do more, and we're in this together." This morning, we hope that you will be inspired to continue supporting us in reaching our goal of protecting children by strengthening families. Thank you and enjoy the program.
Thank you, Mr. Spinning. And now here is the President of your Franklin County Board of Commissioners, the Honorable Erica Crawley.
On behalf of the Franklin County Board of Commissioners, I'm delighted to welcome you to the Child Abuse Prevention Breakfast this morning. We are all here with the same purpose in mind, to advocate on behalf of children and prevent child abuse and neglect. Strong, compassionate, and caring communities are needed to support families and play a role in preventing child abuse and neglect. Looking out for our children and ensuring their safety is one of our greatest responsibilities. Last year in Franklin County, calls came into the Children's Services asking for help for roughly 30,000 children who were feared to be suffering from child abuse and neglect. When parents, families, friends, schools, neighborhoods, and government agencies all work together, we can prevent child abuse and neglect. Each and every one of us plays a critically important role in keeping our children safe and ensuring their well-being. All of us can take action. If you suspect a child is being abused or neglected, report it. If you feel you would be an inspiring mentor for a child in need, volunteer and encourage others to volunteer too. Support and encourage a neighborhood family or child who may be facing challenges. Remember, every day we have the chance to give back and be heroes for child abuse prevention.
Thank you, Commissioner Crawley. Please welcome the Chair of the Franklin County Children's Services Board, Tammy Wharton.
Good morning. I am Tammy Wharton, Franklin County Children's Services Board Chair. and I'm pleased to be here with you for what is always an inspiring program. And today, it's a family affair. I would also like to acknowledge my fellow board members, Reverend Michael Bean, Wilson Browning, Karen Days, Tiffany Hunt, Margaret Lewis, Elizabeth Martinez, Julie McConnell, Doug Moore, Nicole Russell Washington, and Elon Sims. As board members, we balance our professional and personal life to commit to doing what we can to support the agency's mission of child protection, and we invite others to do the same. Franklin County Children's Services is a great agency with wonderful leadership and staff. Today, you will hear about some of their work on behalf of children and families. I want to thank everyone for coming today and supporting the agency's mission to protect children and strengthen families. Your presence reinforces our belief that keeping children safe is a community responsibility. We can all sacrifice a little of ourselves to fight child abuse and bring a beacon of hope into the life of a child. Again, thank you. And now, I will turn it over to the Citizens Advisory Committee.
Thank you, Tammy, and good morning. My name is Lolita Augenstein, and I am a member of the Citizens Advisory Committee. Thank you for coming this morning for this family affair, celebrating the children and families served by Franklin County Children's Services. At this time, I would like to acknowledge the Franklin County Children's Services Citizens Advisory Committee. Julie McConnell, Chair. Gail Lee, Vice Chair. Dr. Mary Bynum, Chanel Edwards, Steve Polovic, Patty Ehrenhalt, Volunteer Services Advisory Committee Representative, and Peyton Watts, Simba Advisory Committee Representative. The Citizens Advisory Committee works to create positive experiences for children involved with the agency by giving them special opportunities for enrichment and learning, along with scholarships through donations from the community that are made to the Children's Fund. Thanks to the generosity of the community, we've offered scholarships, books, gift cards, and more to the youth who might not otherwise have had enriching opportunities. Thanks to the Children's Fund, agency youth can also take college tours and pay for their senior class expenses. We rely on donations to provide these wonderful experiences for the children under the care of Franklin County Children's Services. I'm here to encourage you to make this a true family affair by joining our Friends of Children campaign. Your donations will be used to enrich the lives of youth involved with the agency. A link outlining the Friends of Children campaign will be posted in the chat. You can also scan the QR code on the screen. Please consider donating. While your donations are one resource that benefits our children, they also need to have positive interactions and lasting connections with adults to feel connected and supported and plan for a successful future. If you are interested in becoming a mentor for a youth served by the agency or volunteering your time with Children's Services in other ways, please contact the Franklin County Children's Services Volunteers Department at 614-275-2690 or email fccsvolunteers@fccs.us. Thank you so much for your time and attention.
Thank you, Lolita, and the Citizens Advisory Committee for all the wonderful experiences you provide for the children and families of Franklin County Children's Services. You make a difference in their lives.
Hello, my name is Letitia Lewis, and I'm the Family Service Director at St. Stephen's Community House. April is Child Abuse Awareness Month, and child welfare is a family affair for us because we work with the entire family to help them become self-sufficient. For more than 20 years, we have collaborated with Franklin County Children's Services to help strengthen families and to empower our communities. One way we do this is by holistically working to empower the physical, social, and emotional needs of the families we serve. Partnering with FCCS helps to ensure the work of both our agencies will continue to make this a family affair. Thank you.
Now it is time to move on to the award presentation part of the program. Child welfare has many challenges and struggles, but today we are here to celebrate the victories and successes of Franklin County Children's Services youth, families, community partners, social workers, and staff. Prepare to be inspired.
Hello, I'm Chuck Cochran, the College Bound Mentoring Program Coordinator. The Jack Donahue Scholarships were developed in 1996 to honor former Deputy Executive Director Jack Donahue, who was for over 29 years served the children of Franklin County. Mr. Donahue also grew up in the child welfare system and knew the struggles our children face and overcome. 2 renewable scholarships are awarded each year. One in the amount of $4,000 towards a bachelor's degree, and a $2,000 award for a 2-year degree or continuing education program. They are given to deserving adolescents involved with Franklin County Children's Services who have made significant personal and academic achievements to pursue a post-secondary education. These scholarships are made possible by the generosity of Franklin County citizens who may have made donations to the Children's Fund. This year, Children's Services and the Citizens Advisory Committee are pleased to present 2 4-year Jack Donahue College scholarships to Jasmine Bishara and Draco Harper. A truly inspiring teenager with the kindest of spirits, Jasmine Bishara is intent on transforming her personal tragedy and trauma into a way of compassionately helping others. Throughout Jasmine's childhood, her beloved mom experienced severe mental health issues. Her depressive and manic episodes would rear their ugly heads when my brother and I were young, Jasmine remembers. She would desperately try and find a way to escape from the torment that went on in her mind. When her mom died in 2020, Jasmine was utterly devastated. She also became determined to channel this heartbreak into helping others. She doesn't want anyone else to lose a parent to mental illness. As I begin this journey to find a career, I could not ignore the extraordinary impact my mom had on me that will never die. I was too young to help my mom, but I hope that one day I can help many other moms with mental illness to hopefully prevent the heartache that my brother and I endured. After all she has been through, Jasmine knows that education is everything, the key to building the kind of life that she wants for herself. I am determined, hardworking, purpose-driven, and relentless about my education, she says. It is the one thing that I have been able to control in the chaos. Jasmine, who will attend college in the fall, plans on studying psychiatry so she can, as she puts it, help as many people as possible, as well as get rid of the stigma surrounding mental health. Jasmine, you are simply remarkable. We are incredibly honored to award you the Jack Donahue 4-year scholarship. We know you will succeed in everything that you do. Strong and determined, Draco Harper is the brave survivor of a difficult childhood. As they recall, there was a lot of violence in my household, and me and my siblings never had a lot of the things we needed. Draco has not let their challenging upbringing define them. Quite the opposite, actually. According to their TV and film teacher at Fort Hays, Draco is the kind of magnetic personality who makes others around them better. This youth is a natural leader. They show great care in finding whatever strength another person has and try to lift them up, the teacher says. Draco has an uncanny ability to make relationships with other people quickly and to accept all people regardless of differences. Draco leads through their work and through their ability to help those around them. Education is a top priority for Draco, who is off to college this fall. They want to study psychology, help people deal with anxiety and depression, and as they put it, help create more affordable options for people like me, trans and foster youth, especially those who have gone through violence. Draco, it is our sincere honor to award you the Jack Donahue 4-year scholarship. You clearly have a promising future full of amazing opportunities.
Good morning. I'm Tanya Still, Director of the Malika Mentoring Program at FCCS, and I am honored to present the 2-year Jack Donahue College Scholarship to 2 inspiring youth, Cynthia Lewis Charles and Perla Castro Hernandez. Born in Haiti, Cynthia Louise Charles moved to the United States when she was 7, living in New York City at first and eventually ending up in Ohio, where she entered foster care. While she clearly went through a lot as a child, these early experiences decidedly didn't define this ambitious and adaptable young woman. As she says, despite the circumstances that led me into foster care, I managed to set goals for myself in order to have a better future. Cynthia plans on being a dental hygienist and is well on her way to achieving this goal by attending Fairfield Career Center for Dental Assisting while still in high school. She serves on Fairfield's Students Leadership Team, where she is widely admired. Cynthia has overcome many challenges and has done so with grace and perseverance, according to her dental instructor. She has an exceptionally bright future ahead of her and has goals in place to help this come to fruition. Cynthia also serves as president of Franklin County Children's Services Youth Advisory Board, where she has shown herself to be mightily driven and a joy to work with, according to her staff advisor. She's also proven herself as an inspiring role model. According to her Youth Advisory Board advisor, she wants to be a shining example for her younger siblings to achieve more in life. Cynthia, you are truly impressive. We are overjoyed to award you this 2-year Jack Donahue Scholarship. Congratulations.
Hi, my name is Cynthia and I am so happy that I was selected for the Jack Donahue 2-year renewal scholarship. And this means so much to me because I will be able to put this scholarship money towards my college education. And I would like to thank one of my teachers, Mr. Cobb, for writing me a recommendation letter, and the scholarship committee for selecting me for this scholarship. I am so happy and so pleased, so grateful for this opportunity.
A native of El Salvador, Perla Castro Hernandez is many things: a new American, a mother, an honor roll student, an athlete, and an accomplished chess player. She's also a resilient survivor who has thrived despite much adversity. According to her mentor, life has dealt her a rough hand at an early age, and many people don't come back from what she's experienced. Perla possesses an endless amount of tenacity and resourcefulness, according to her longtime chess coach. Perla is one of the rare humans you meet who never gets stuck, he says. She makes the necessary pivots, finds a way, and turns impossibilities into situations of abundance. You can't help but wonder how she manages to keep it all together, but such are the rare ones in this world. They seem destined to achieve no matter the obstacles. That is Perla. After graduating from high school, Perla's goal is to lift up others who are finding their way in a new place, to help undocumented people who come to this country like myself, she says. She would eventually like to earn a college degree and possibly become an immigration lawyer. Perla, you are an inspiration, and we are delighted to award you a 2-year Jack Donahue Scholarship.
Hello, I'm Daryl Cobb, Associate Director of Organizational Health at FCCS. For over 25 years, the Alvin Hadley Scholarship has helped young people served by Children's Services follow their dreams of pursuing higher education opportunities. This year's recipient is Natasia Evans. Having spent several years in foster care and becoming a mother at a young age, Natasia might have thought that a happy and productive life for her son and herself was just out of reach, but that's not the case. Natasia is a young woman who has definite plans to finish her education, pursue a career, and create a stable home for her family. She worked hard to earn enough credits to graduate early so she could begin pursuing an associate degree and become a paralegal. Eventually, Natasia plans to become a family lawyer. As a member of the College and High School Aspiring Mothers Partnership for Success, Natasia has earned the respect of her mentor, who wrote, "Natasia is an outstanding young woman and mother with exceptional leadership skills, a focused work ethic, and extraordinary interpersonal skills." Natasia herself said, "I believe the education is key Throughout my educational journey, I will make sure my son has the best life that I can provide for him. I am proud to present the 2022 Alvin Hadley Scholarship to Natasia Evans.
Hello once again. I am Chuck Cochran, Director of the College Bound Mentoring Program. Education has historically been a challenge for youth in foster care. We rely heavily on community partners to help us narrow the education gap through scholarships. This year, we awarded 4 youth with $1,000 merit scholarships: Alejandrina Arriaga, Jakira Jones, Josiah Brooks, and Bria Lovelace. Congratulations on your achievements. Our partner, CME Federal Credit Union, is also investing in the future of a deserving FCCS youth. We are happy to announce the 3rd annual CME $1,000 Scholarship. I'd like to welcome CME Vice President of Marketing and Membership Development, Crystal Getter, to do the honors.
Good morning. CME is proud to partner with Franklin County Children's Services and the youth they serve, and I am happy to present the 2022 CME Scholarship to Ashley Sprouse. While she spent much of her childhood in foster care dealing with trauma she has experienced, Ashley has said, "My future is my decision to make. My past does not define me." She is committed to growing through education and plans to be the first in her family to graduate from high school and to go to college. As an animal lover, Ashley wants to study either zoology or pre-veterinary medicine, so she can make a career of working with her favorite creatures. While she has been accepted for attendance at several colleges, Ashley has decided to go to the University of Akron. In the meantime, she is studying, helping at a school as a teacher's aide, and working part-time at a local restaurant and saving for her future. Ashley's school counselor describes her as determined to succeed, hardworking, resilient, and kind to everyone. CME is happy to award their 2022 scholarship to Ashley Sprouse.
This award means a lot to me because I've been through a lot, and it's just helping me realize that my dream is finally going to come true, and it's going to help me. It's rewarding me on how far I've become, because in foster care, especially where I'm at right now, you don't get to receive a lot of rewards, especially for your school and stuff. So this is going to help a lot. Who I'd like to thank is my brother. He was always there for me whenever we would have those little bumps in the house, or if there was commotion going on, I would always talk to him about it, and it would help my anxiety and me as a person feel more calmer. I'd also like to thank my previous caseworker and my present caseworker, Miss Joanna and Miss Ashley. They've really been there for me. They've helped me become the person and young woman I am today. They knew I could do it, so they kept pushing me to do better, try harder, because they knew what I was capable of, and I did not. So I appreciate all of them, and I'd like to thank my student counselor, Mrs. Griffin, for also putting up with me and talking to me about school and helping me through the things that I couldn't deal with at home or work. I'd like to thank my home therapist, Lindsay. She's closer to my age, so it is easier to talk to her. She knows what I'm going through. She understands why I do some things. And I just appreciate them all and love them all.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Martinez, and I am a member of the Franklin County Children's Services Board of Trustees. The Rising Up and Moving On Award is presented to youth who've overcome difficult circumstances while in children's services care. Jeremiah Clemens is the first recipient of this year's award. Jeremiah is resilient and highly motivated. Having dealt with difficult family situations, he's been focused on creating and achieving his goals. He is quite busy these days. In addition to attending school at the Tolles Career and Tech Center, as part of his educational experience, Jeremiah participates in a cohort program in which he works with the Franklin County Sheriff's Department. He spends his time there working on administrative tasks. If that wasn't enough, Jeremiah also works at a local restaurant. He has obtained several criminal justice certifications and is in the process of getting his drone piloting license. Jeremiah's ultimate goal is to have a career in law enforcement. A hard worker, Jeremiah is moving toward being self-sufficient and wants to live on his own, with the end goal of becoming a homeowner. Jeremiah was nominated for this award by his Youth Transition Services caseworker because of his perseverance, his endurance, and his ability to overcome situations which he has no control over. He is positive, he's driven, and he wants to protect and serve his community. Congratulations on receiving the 2022 Rising Up and Moving On Award, Jeremiah. You are truly deserving of this award and all the amazing things that await you in your future.
Hello, I'm Dan Shook, Chief Financial Officer for Franklin County Children's Services. Our second Rising Up and Moving On Award recipient is Yasmin Jacobs. Yasmin has shown resilience in the face of adversity throughout her life. She has faced homelessness, a lack of support from her family, and living in foster care with strength and courage. Yasmin graduated from high school in 2020 and soon enrolled in Columbus State Community College, where she is majoring in social work. She obtained her own car and is living in a dorm-style apartment off campus. Yasmin has been described by her Youth Transition Services caseworker as a resilient go-getter whose tenacity has helped her evolve as a responsible young woman. She advocates for herself and makes sure she has the help and information she needs to succeed. Yasmin is determined to stay on the path towards reaching her goals. Yasmin, congratulations on receiving the 2022 Rising Up and Moving On Award.
Hi, I'm Lynn Rosenthal, President of the Center for Family Safety and Healing, and it's a pleasure to join you this morning to recognize Child Abuse Prevention Month. This month is devoted to raising awareness about child abuse, but every day we are grateful for our partnership with Franklin County Children's Services. We've been co-located since 2005, and together we've served thousands of children and families. FCCS is essential to the multidisciplinary team that works to reduce trauma for children and provide greater support for families. The commitment shown by the FCCS team impresses us every day. Together, we work not only to intervene, but also to prevent child abuse from happening in the first place. I join all of you this morning in saying, every day needs to be a safe day for children. Thank you for being here.
In this special section of the program, we want to recognize the Franklin County Caseworker of the Year.
Good morning. I am Raquel Breckenridge, Director of Family Services at Franklin County Children's Services. Our agency established the Nancy Fitzgibbons Child Protection Award to honor Nancy Fitzgibbons, an FCCS caseworker who was killed during a home visit in October 2001. In her honor, we recognize one staff member every year who epitomizes the work of a child welfare caseworker. I want to thank the members of the Fitzgibbons Child Protection Award Review Panel for reviewing the outstanding nominations and selecting a deserving honoree. We would like to recognize this year's nominees and say thank you for your work with families and children in our community. They are Emily Brentliner, Kelly Crawford, Erica Davis, Amy Fields, Sarah Halverson, Madison Lawson, Lexus Leonard, Carrie-Anna Meduse, Carrie Miller, Jeffrey Spikes, David Tarrin, Sarah Turstage, Jenny Vargas, and Heather Williams. This year, the 2022 Nancy Fitzgibbons Award goes to Carrie Miller from the Intake and Investigations Division. Carrie began her career at FCCS in 2018 after completing her field placement and earning her Master's of Social Work degree. She is a caseworker in the Medically Involved Serious Harm Unit, handling some of the agency's most difficult cases, including child fatalities, near fatalities, serious harm, and medically complex cases. She is well known amongst her team as a resident expert and can always be counted on to help her peers and share her expertise. Carrie goes above and beyond for the children and families on her caseload and is an outstanding advocate for them. Her priority is keeping kids safe, and she recognizes the importance of keeping children close to home whenever possible. Carrie works diligently to develop rapport with her families, create strong partnerships with community partners, and collaborate with other areas of the agency to create the best possible outcomes for children. She is dedicated to doing the work required to keep children and their communities safe and personifies excellence in child welfare. Carrie, for your outstanding commitment to bettering the lives of the children and families FCCS serves, it is our honor to present you with this year's Nancy Fitzgibbons Award.
Good morning. I'm Katie Smith, and Nancy Fitzgibbons was my mom. Many congratulations to Carrie Miller on receiving this year's award. I know my mom would be so proud of the courage and commitment you demonstrate every day in protecting kids. And I must thank Franklin County Children's Services for honoring my mother's legacy by presenting this award each year. The work of protecting children and supporting families in need is vital to our community, and those who choose to be caseworkers are truly special people. When my mom became a caseworker in 1999, she was 51 years old. She spent 10 years going to Ohio Dominican on the weekends to become a social worker, all while working full-time as a secretary at the Columbus Jewish Federation. And of course, she was raising 3 of us kids at home. To give you a glimpse into the person my mom was, I'd like to share a few words from one of her coworkers at FCCS, Marge Smith. Marge says, "I would be remiss if I failed to mention Nancy's magical effect on children. She loved them all without regard to whether or not they seemed lovable. Some she loved with an attentive listening and hugs. Their eyes would light up when she dropped in for a visit, and they would dash over to be picked up. Or after a visit, they'd run to her cubicle to be enveloped by her radiant smile and dancing eyes. Others, those too wounded to allow affection, she loved through her tireless efforts to find the best placements, the exactly right counselors, the most effective treatment programs. Whatever was needed to give them opportunities to overcome the legacy of their hurtful circumstances." In all that she was and all that she did, Nancy carried a banner that demanded recognition of children's needs and children's rights. That banner has been handed to us. Thank you to Carrie Miller and all those who do this work for carrying that banner today. Your work is a precious gift for the benefit of young people, families, and our entire community.
Good morning. I'm Jamie Chambers, a supervisor in FCCS Kinship Department. At Children's Services, we are grateful for the grandparents and aunts, uncles, other relatives, and family friends who step in as caregivers for our children when parents are unable. This year, we'd like to recognize Ava Petrowski with the agency's Kinship Appreciation Award. With a husband and a 13-year-old child of her own, Ava took on a task that might intimidate someone else, taking on the care of another teenager who had dealt with a lot during his young life. Ava met the now 17-year-old Jaden when his family lived near hers, and he often spent time at her home. Jaden's living situation was unstable, and his parents faced a lot of difficulties, causing him to move from place to place. After Jaden's mother's death, Ava learned that he needed a place to call home. So she reached out to Children's Services to offer him a place in hers. It hasn't been easy. There have been a lot of challenges. Shortly after joining the family, the COVID-19 pandemic caused school closures, and Ava led Jaden through his first school year with her at home. Since then, there have been other struggles. It's been hard for Jaden to deal with what he's experienced and stay on the right path. But Ava is still there for him. Jaden is now doing well, looking forward to the future, working and saving. As he approaches his 18th birthday, Ava has told Jaden he has a home with her for as long as he needs one. She didn't have to step in, she didn't have to care, but she did, and it's meant the world to this young man. Ava Petrosky, we are happy to present you the 2022 Kinship Appreciation Award.
Good morning. I am Vicki Rhodes, FCCS Director of Professional Development. Each year, Franklin County Children's Services honors individuals who have overcome severe challenges and who work to make significant strides to strengthen their families. This year, we are pleased to honor Jamie Slayton. Her story is a personal success story involving substance abuse. When her baby Autumn was born, Jamie's doctors learned the child was positive for multiple substances and needed special care. The downward spiral for the family continued when Jamie relapsed into abuse and did not want to work with our caseworkers or see her daughter for a year. Her personal wake-up call came in a jail cell when caseworkers made comforting suggestions. Jamie responded with hard work, a detox program, and she began working her case plan with a renewed energy. She began regular supervised visits with Autumn and tested clean for all of her random drug screens. Now for the best part. Jamie Slayton decided to help others struggling with addiction, and she became a leader in her sober living house. She found a job at a restaurant as a waitress and took parenting classes. After 2 years, she became an employee of the Lighthouse program to help others address their addictions. Despite efforts by Jamie's family members to remove her child, FCCS workers carefully handled the child's best interest while mom was building a nest egg and a supportive environment. Her boyfriend also struggled with abuse issues. He joined Jamie at Lighthouse and completed his own recovery program. Jamie obtained her own housing and was later reunited with her baby with the blessing of her casework team. For her resiliency and determination, we would like to award this year's Family Achievement Award to Jamie Slayton.
And now some community advocates will be recognized by Director Spinning.
Community Advocate Awards recognize people and organizations that go above and beyond to help children and families involved with Franklin County Children's Services. We depend on the support of the community and value relationships and our partners. Today, we are delighted to present 2 Community Advocate Awards. We'd like to first recognize CME Federal Credit Union. In 2019, CME approached Franklin County Children's Services about starting a new scholarship program for a deserving young adult from our agency. As a result of this collaborative effort, the CME Agency Scholarship was founded. First presented in 2020 to an outstanding student involved with Franklin County Children's Services. CME has generously provided over $3,000 towards this scholarship, which is granted annually to youth entering their first year of higher education. Because of CME's kindness and generosity, we're able to further support the higher educational goals of our youth with much needed financial assistance. We're grateful for this ongoing partnership with CME, who has been an outstanding and valued FCCS partner throughout the year. Thank you for always giving back and for continuing to step up for our kids in so many impressive ways. With this scholarship, CME is truly making a difference in the lives of our youth, one student and one education at a time. Thank you immensely. Our second Community Advocate Award goes to Rochelle Peak. For the past 8 years, Rochelle Peak has been a dedicated volunteer to Franklin County Children's Services Holiday Wish Program. According to Frida McCarn, Holiday Wish's head elf, Miss Peak is always the first volunteer to arrive each day and the last one to leave. She will even drop off on the weekends, drop by just to check in and to offer assistance and spread some holiday cheer. For the entire month of December, Miss Peak takes vacation time off her supervisory job at ViaQuest to make the holidays a little bit brighter for FCCS's children. This incredible volunteer is always multitasking, enthusiastically greets donors, shelves gifts, and explains the purpose of volunteering to new volunteers, and fills emergency requests, ensuring that last-minute requests meet the needs of a child. Because of Rochelle's professional background working with individuals with developmental delays, she is able to select emergency gifts for children with special needs, which is a huge asset in this area. Rochelle Peak, thank you for your tireless service and unwavering dedication to our Holiday Wish program. We truly appreciate your amazing commitment to our children and families.
Thanks, Chip. I'm Bruce Cadwallader of the Community Outreach Department. We wanted to take a moment to thank the public information staff and presenters for all the hard work in putting together this program. As we celebrate Wear Blue Day in Ohio to prevent child abuse and neglect, we also wanted to thank you for logging in today. You can always learn more about Children's Services events and programs on our website and through all of your favorite social media platforms. We have Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and our new LinkedIn account, which will feature new job postings. Child welfare is a community responsibility, and it's certainly a family affair. Thanks for coming. Have a great day.